people are amazingly generous. They'll be very generous with referrals if you approach it in the right way. And that's what we're going to talk about now, is tapping into the generosity and the spirit of people to generate more referrals. Now, I've always known that referral generation, getting this kind of help, is powerful. I was reminded of the power of generosity recently regarding my book. Now, this video is being shot around the time where my book's about to release. It's called High Velocity Hiring: How to Hire Top Talent in an Instant. And I have this great PR team, and they told me one of the most powerful things I could do is ask people for pre-orders. And I've met a lot of people, so I personally reached out to a couple hundred people who I've worked with over the years. And I wanted to see the power of help. Would it work here too? And it did. Just simple requests by email. I would check in with them and see how they're doing and then ask for their help. And some people bought one, some people bought 10. I had put tears in my eyes because these people were being so generous. I'm asking them to go spend their hard-earned money to buy my book, which helps me. But in the spirit of help, they were willing to do that. So if they'll do that with something like this where it costs them money, referrals don't cost them money. That's why this is so powerful. But let me tell you another reason why asking for help is so powerful. There was some just amazing research done at the Max Planck Institute for Evolutionary Anthropology. And they did a social experiment where they were testing altruism. And it was a test of 18-month-olds to see what they would do. Would an 18-month-old help a complete stranger? And they were trying to see, is it nature or nurture? You know, do we come programmed this way, or is this nurtured into us through our parents and through society? Well, they proved in the research it's nature, because these 18-month-olds, they help complete strangers. So think about that. Every single person that you talk to, that you could request referrals from, their default factory programming, they were that little baby at one point in time. And so they were programmed to help you. And now if you approach them in the right way, you can generate referrals. But this video, this is special. I'm going to help you do it in 20 minutes. Because you don't always have a lot of time. You could be a business owner of a small organization and you don't have a lot of time. You could be a recruiter trying to fill multiple jobs. You could be an executive, and although you're trying to help through referral generation, which referral executives do in good organizations, you don't have a lot of time to do it. So this is to help you do it in a very, very short period of time, and here are the steps to make that happen. So first off, make a list of 10 people who can help. Just 10. You can make more, but you're only going to reach out to 10. And pick 10 people who are likely to help you. And there's a lot of them. If you think about it, you have a lot of pools and spheres of people in your life. You have your friends, your family, your colleagues. You have employees that work for you. You have former employees in good standing. You have people who applied for a job. It wasn't quite a good fit, so you referred them on somewhere else. You get it. I could go on and on here. Lots of people you could ask. So look, you're going to do this activity this one time, but you could repeat it multiple times with lots of lists of 10. So that's step one. Step two, call all 10. Now look, I said that I was reaching out by email for my book. That's a little bit different because all they had to do then was click on the link to order the book. That's why I got away with just doing an email. But in your case, a phone call is going to go a long way because you're asking for something confidential, somebody's name. So start with a phone call. Reach out to them and use the word help when you make your plea. Ask for 2 referrals. There's the simple math, 10 people, 2 each, or more if they can offer it, because maybe a few won't have any and that'll add up to 20. But you get it. You're going to start with that phone call. You're going to make that plea. You're going to ask for at least 2. Now, step 3, go ahead and follow up with an email. You're going to get a lot of voicemails. That's absolutely fine. Leave a short message. I was calling to ask for your help on something. I'll go ahead and drop you an email. If it's more convenient to reach back to me that way, please do. Now, the reason this works is they've heard your personal plea. Now the email goes into detail. Now, step 4, make sure you say thank you. I know this is so simple. All of us, or most of us anyway, we're taught to say thank you. But, please and thank you are amazing things. They start the loop and they close the loop. And that's what you're doing here. This is the spirit of human generosity. People like to feel good. It feels good to help other people. Acknowledging what they did closes the loop. This is also where you can offer to be helpful to them, but ask, what does that mean? And then when you do this, what's nice about it, when you take this last step, this then paves the way for the next time. because you said thank you. You can actually let them know how it went with their referrals, and then you can ask again. And the beauty of this, if you think about those steps, they don't take very long. Sometimes the building of the list is maybe half the battle because you got to look up the phone number. This is a very simple strategy, and if you repeat it from time to time, which I would say, at least once a month, you should have a flow of referrals, 20 or more, and that's an estimate. It might be more, it might be slightly less, but I think you get the picture. Referrals are still the gold standard when it comes to where you get top talent, and here's where you do it in a very simple, in a very powerful and meaningful way for you, for the person you ask, and certainly for the person who's referred to you.